Jazakallah. And that's, brothers and sisters, this is a humble beginning of a future to be made in this country. And like all the speakers say, we have to feel the importance of this time. We have to join hands together to present to the mainstream community that we are very strong as a community. We are very tolerant. We are very open-hearted, open-minded people. And we want to bring the change, contribute to the change, what the society is seeing now. I will recognize Professor Inam al-Haq here from Amherst University. And I want to recognize some media people. They are not there, but they have helped us propagate this event. Urdu Times, Pakistan News, and Asian Broadcasting Network. Samra Chaudhary, she's a young broadcaster from Asian Broadcasting. She's here. And we were on the radio with Dr. Abdullah Ghazi a few weeks back. And we talked about this and a lot of other issues. And I want to recognize Mr. Shah, who is also from Asian Broadcasting, and Mr. Saduddin Noorani, a very active member of the Muslim community and also member of the Ismaili community here in Chicago. I want to recognize Ms. Saad Ali Khan and Mr. Salman Aftab. And I want to recognize our brother Shahid Siddiqui here. He is here, alhamdulillah. And Bhabi Zeba Siddiqui, I see her there. Thank you all very much. We have a little bit transformed the program. As you know, there's one weakness really I want to address a little bit, that we have to change that also. When we are talking about the change, we have to bring that change also. And feel, and Brother Azmatullah Qadri is also here, I just saw him, mashallah, and from MCC. And that change is changing our habits. There is a thing I call DST, Desi Standard Time. That whatever we plan, how hard we plan, we give time, we announce time, we send multiple evites, but there is this thing DST, which is probably in our blood, and we can't get rid of it. So we have brought it with our package from back home. But we have to get rid of it. So that DST has changed our schedule a little bit. So most humbly I would like to request you all that we'll take a break here now, and we'll have prayers, Zohar prayer, and then soon after the Zohar prayer, we'll have the next session here. We will trim some other sessions a little bit. Soon after the Zohar prayer, I'm sorry. That's a very good prompt, Dr. Ghazi, that we're going to have lunch after the prayers, so you don't feel hungry anymore. And inshallah, we'll be back. And I thank our speakers here, Dr. Rasulullah Khan, Brother Irfan Khan, Brother Shamsuddin Mir, Dr. Abdullah Ghazi, who participated in this session. Thank you. Shahid Siddiqui here. He is another active person in the community, kind of my mentor. I see him. He has led the Aligarh alumni before, and very learned person, comes from a very learned family. And Dr. Shahid Siddiqui is going to moderate this session, which would major presentation.
The spectrum of the society, and how from the very notion of our President Barack Hussein Obama, how he has traveled his journey from one phase to another and has opened his arms to understanding and bridging the gap. It's a thing that doesn't only pertain to us here, but as many speakers in the morning session have said, has global implications. It has implications for our communities, which are small or big. It has implications for countries, which are going through big political transitions, and of course for the entire world, if they have to see their sustainable future. On these very important topics, I invite a very distinguished professor in Inam al-Haq to talk about interfaith and political issues and social reform. Dr. Inam al-Haq, please.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulih al-Kareem. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, thank you very much for having me here and giving us a listening ear. I did not know the nature and details of this program, so I really do not have any focused presentation for you, but just some of the thoughts which come to my mind, as I'm one of the many people in this hall who have been involved in interfaith work at a local level and at the city level. We American Muslims who came here about 30 or 40 or 25 years ago, sometimes we do feel that we are stranded on a foreign shore, and the nature and direction of ourselves and our community is unchalked out and uncharted. I was reading the Diwan of Mansoor Hallaj the other day to renew my Arabic poetry which I learned in school, and he had an interesting qita which he titled Wasiya, the will, where he said, Ala abligh ahibbai bi-anni rakibtu al-bahra wankasara as-safina wa fi deen as-salib yakunu mawti wala al-batha uridu wala madina. That go and tell my friends that I left for a sea journey and the ship is broke. I will die in the religion of cross, and I no longer wish for Mecca and Medina. So in Mansoor's metaphysics, it has many hidden and metaphoric expressions, but for many Muslims, it may very well become a reality. Interfaith is one of the things among many things that Muslim community is engaged, and in my opinion, they are somehow willingly or unwillingly trapped into this situation that they are forced to define their own religion and try to understand other people's religion. This attitude, in fact, does not fit historically very well, which existed among religions. And in fact, in my opinion, that is one of the problems, that Muslims continue to approach this issue in the same pre-modern manner, that where religious dialogue simply meant disputation, and it meant to argue and disprove the other and bring out the falsehood of its belief and simply assert that no one is right except you. And that's why we see that the people who indulge in this approach, people like Ahmad Didat and Dr. Naik, that they are very, very popular among Muslim community because they bring out their sense of superiority and sense of righteousness and have a real contemptuous attitude for all other religions and all other faiths. In American setting, when we enter into this dialogue, of course the most important aspect of this dialogue is our relationship and interaction with Christian community. Because Islam and Christianity are the only two religions that they believe that they must save the soul of the world. Other religions, no matter they are big or small, they are essentially non-missionary religions. Like Hinduism is a great religion in terms of number, and Buddhism or Shinto religion. And among the people of book, in fact, Jews